Yo, what's up, guys? It's King Sean here, and free agency started 3 hours ago. It's been pretty hectic, and the Commanders have made one signing so far, and that signing is former Jets and Niners D tackle Javon Kinlaw. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of shocked at how much he got, right? And a lot of fans have been complaining about that on social media, specifically Twitter. And Twitter, I don't even know what's been going on with Twitter today. It is back up, but it crashed like 4 times today. It was crazy. But we signed Javon Kinlaw to a 3-year deal, $45 million and $30 million guaranteed. And I'm not gonna lie, that is quite a bit for a guy like Javon Kinlaw, who was drafted in the first round by the Niners back in 2020, and he hasn't been able to stay healthy really. He has played every single game over the past 2 seasons, and this past season he was with the Jets and had the best season of his career thus far. 4.5 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, 40 tackles, 5 TFLs, and 5 QB hits, right? So those aren't bad stats, but, him getting $15 million a year with $30 million guaranteed, that is a lot of money. I'm not going to lie. That definitely is a lot of money. But the way I look at it is, I think that AP is banking on what Kinlaw can do rather than what he is now, right? Like right now, he's not the greatest run defender. He can get to the quarterback at times, but I think that he had the best season of his career this past season, and I think that AP is probably banking on what he can be in the future rather than what he is right now. I'm also interested to see the full contract details because it's $15 million a year. However, the first year's cap hit may be like $8 million. Next year, maybe like $11 million. And then we may have an out after the second year, right? So I know the contract seems like a lot. It is, not gonna lie. It's a little bit of an overpay in my opinion. However, it may not be so bad with the way the contract may be structured, right? We may have an out after 2 years, so it'll be interesting to see the contract details. D tackles have been getting some money today. BJ Hill, he went back to the Bengals, 3-year, $33 million deal. I know Poona Ford, former Chargers D tackle, went to the Rams. He got a pretty nice 3-year deal. Milton Williams, he's the big one, $26 million a year to the Patriots. Man, that's a lot of money, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I would have paid that for him. I know we were interested in him. It was reported this morning that we were, but that's a lot of money, bro. $26 million a year, that's a lot of money for a guy that was a rotational D tackle, and he has a lot of potential, right? You're basically banking on what he can do for you, in the future, right? But that's a lot of money, man, for a guy that hasn't put up crazy production in his time with Philly. According to PFF, Kinlaw had, I said Banks because former 49ers guard Aaron Banks just signed with the Packers, so just got that stuck in my head. But anyways, Kinlaw, he had 34 pressures this past season per PFF, and he had about average run-stopping grades and pass-rushing grade, but he did have an overall grade of over 60, which is not bad. So, once again, I think this is more of a move that, they are banking on what he can do in the future, right? And obviously, Kinlaw has the ties to Adam Peters. Peters was in San Francisco when they drafted him back in 2022. We also have Daryl Tapp on the staff, so he knows Kinlaw from San Francisco as well. So the connections are there, so I guess that's why we signed him. Personally, I don't think I would have given him $15 million a year. I mean, for a guy that hasn't really produced at all ever since he's gone into the league, and he was really good this past season, right? He was, but for a guy that just hasn't produced a whole lot, I wouldn't have mind signing him. However, $50 million a year, that's a lot of money, right? So we'll see. I trust Adam Peters, though. I mean, I have no reason not to. And, we'll just see how this goes, right? So I'm going to assume that Kinlaw will be one of your starting D tackles next to Daron Payne. And Johnny Newton, who I hope to see more from next year, will probably be rotating in, right? But we'll see how that goes. Everybody's coming off the board, man. Free agents are flying off the board. And guys like Charvarius Ward, Javon Holland, who we're interested in. Who else? Who else? Oh, Byron Murphy, he's available. Malcolm Kuntz. I know Chris Godwin, Josh Sweater off the board. A couple of interior O-linemen are on the board. So there's still guys on the board. So I know a lot of fans on Twitter are freaking out that we haven't really signed anyone after signing Kinlaw. But just be patient, y'all. We're going to sign some guys, right? We're going to sign another guy or two. So just be patient. So that is it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll update you guys later when we should, or hopefully, sign a few more free agents. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.